Hey.
Hey, how's it
Good
going?
morning. Oh, it's going pretty good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice, lovely Monday morning we're having here.
Yeah. Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Kind of snowy, kind of frosty, but then
Yeah.
also is going to be sunny. I don't understand our weather.
Yeah, I know, right? It's
Yep.
really weird out there today.
I know. I don't like it.
Super sunny.
Yep. Okay, so we got another one. It's going to be fun. We're going to be talking about butts.
Butts, nice.
Butt tattoos.
Yeah, that one's pretty red.
Yep.
Good Lord.
So, butt tattoo. How was your experience getting your butt tattooed?
Depending on which day, it was different.
I thought you were going to say cheek.
Well, actually, this area that we're looking at isn't necessarily that bad.
Really?
Like the big fleshy surface.
Okay.
It's like
Interesting.
closer to the crack you get,
Ooh.
the worse it gets. Like that
tailbone?
Deep, yeah, the tailbone into the butt crack area is not pleasant.
Yeah.
Like I felt that was really, really rough for me.
I don't doubt that.
Anytime we were around that lower back bend area was particularly terrible for me.
Yeah.
But there was the one time when you had to help Rick out.
Yeah.
That was overall one of the worst tattoo feelings in general I've had.
I just can't imagine.
I don't know if it was one of the more painful feelings. It was just really weird and invasive.
Yeah. Well, you're right underneath,
Yeah.
like when you're getting to the bottom of that butt cheek, like where some of this filigree is.
Yeah.
That skin is so stretchy, and it's like the bend, so it's kind of like you create your own like ditch area in your butt.
Now, fortunately for me, most of the work that's been done on my derriere healed really, really well.
Oh, nice.
There is a bit of a stark line between some of the old and new work that I don't care to blend that much.
That's fair.
But overall, butt tattoos, I would say, are like a 7
Oh, okay.
for pain.
Yeah.
But they're like
Tolerable.
10 for discomfort,
Really?
which is a
Just because they feel invasive?
Yeah, it's not great, right?
Yeah.
Like you're not used to people touching that area unless you're getting it smacked around a lot or something. But,
Well, I mean,
I
you're
mean,
into what you're into.
the areas that I find are the worst are the ones that don't get much sunlight or
Yeah.
like much interaction. Like the deep inner thighs are the same thing, where it's
Ooh.
like you don't really do much with that skin.
Yeah.
It's not really batted around much. So when you got a needle grouping in there, it feels weird and invasive.
Yeah. Man, I can only imagine.
It's foreign. This lettering looks pretty strong, though. It looks like it'll hold up.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, eh?
Yeah.
That's where, like, I don't know how people treat these things, but, like, I see a couple different approaches where you treat each cheek as their own thing,
Yeah.
or you're using it to tie into a back piece. That's what I've found mostly.
I think that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I wouldn't have a butt tattoo if not part of something greater.
Right.
Like, I don't know why I'd ever be, like, sitting there with no tattoos. You know what I need? I need an ass tattoo. You know what? That's what's missing in life.
I mean,
I
it
don't
could
have
be.
my ass tattooed.
If that's what you're missing, though, you got a lot going on.
Right. I've got a tattoo on my arm here, and that's all I've got. And what I need next is a big
Butt
old
tattoo.
butt tattoo.
Yep.
And not just a butt tattoo, just one solid cheek tattoo.
Yeah.
Right? Like, can you imagine if she never does the other side?
I can imagine.
Right? Well, maybe I guess it could be, but it's
But that's
going to look
the thing.
better
It's
if
the
both
approach,
sides
right?
are done.
Oh, totally. It's like the approach of, like, do you want to approach it as just this is its own thing and that's how I leave it? Or do you want to tie it together in cohesion and all that stuff?
Yeah, I think butts are better served as part of a leg sleeve or a back.
Yeah.
Like, either or.
Or both.
Or both.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can have an ambitious project in mind,
Yeah.
the butt is really cutting everything off.
Yeah. It's a
Right.
big gap in the middle.
So,
like, to tattoo this is a pain in the posterior.
yeah, I can imagine.
It's super jelly. Like, it moves around. The stretch is very difficult. I'm so impressed with the line work on this.
Yeah, I know. That's really clean for an ass.
That's super clean. Like, I don't even know how. Because, man, that big stretch really affects how you pull lines.
Oh, yeah, I know. Even with just the stomach.
Yeah.
You got to stretch that quite a bit, too.
Oh, yeah.
And this is even worse.
Yeah. Anybody that's thinking, like, your tattoo is stoked to tattoo your butt, they're not.
Yeah.
They just don't like it.
Well, I
This is
mean,
a pain.
when Lee was doing it, he was having a bit of a blast just for the fun factor
Yeah,
of
100%.
doing an ass tattoo.
Yeah.
But
Well, and it's you guys. You know what I mean? Like
the
that's
actual
hilarious.
the actual technical part of it, I'm sure, was not
Yeah.
not
it's exhausting.
fun. Yeah,
It's exhausting. You have to use your full body
yeah.
to make that work. It's crazy.
Yeah, Rick was working up a sweat when he was in that area.
Yeah, man. It's nuts. Like, yeah. Anyways, so let's go into a couple different options. Floral seems to be popular.
Yeah, these are healed.
Yeah, they're
They
cool.
healed
eh?
really well. Yeah, I like these.
Again, awesome line work.
Yep, and great coverage.
Yep.
Yeah, they use the space really well.
So do you think this is like just solo? These are what they are, or do you think this is going to be into
I don't
something?
know. I mean, I could see you extending lower
Right.
easier than up higher.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just an awkward place to cut off the back.
Yep. You're not
So
wrong.
then I think what you would need to do at the back is do like a big, maybe something in the center of the back that bordered these flowers in some way, and then do a whole bunch of like dotting or shading or something around that.
Yep.
I mean, it is doable, but I could easier see this becoming leg sleeves, if that makes sense.
Yeah, totally.
But I don't really know what you would do with it.
I mean, you could just do more floral.
I do like the heavy blacks here, though. They're
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah, I love the contrast.
Yeah.
The way they've done the shading, like the line kind of soft gray shading to contrast that hard black, that looks really cool.
I've seen this same thing done poorly more
yeah.
times than I can count.
Yeah.
Where it's just like a big ball of gray.
Yeah.
It's like there's no light source. There's nothing dark. It's just like, it almost looks like a tumbleweed.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like,
they do look like tumbleweeds.
wow, that looks great. Oh, sorry about the black that didn't work and
Yeah.
the no negative space. But yeah.
All right, another one. So this is kind of like what I would recommend someone getting.
Yeah.
Because like
it'll heal really well.
yeah,
Yeah.
softer. It's working with mags. You're not doing hard lines.
Yeah.
But I don't know how did the difference between a liner and a mag feel on your butt?
The mag is definitely more tolerable on stretchy skin.
Okay.
Right. And it's the same thing for the stomach too.
Right.
I don't know why. I mean, that being said, I don't love it either on
yeah.
stretchy surfaces. For always my least favorite, but I do find the lines bite more.
Yeah.
Because it's got to be pulled so tight, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So the skin is just like, it's so stretched, and so that line really smacks.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain the science on it, but it has more of a bite to it.
Yeah. I would
But
agree with you.
anytime you're working with just a mag and there's no lines like this, you can move real quick too.
Yeah.
This is probably done in like, I would say probably an hour, 2 hours.
Yeah. I mean, there's some more detail, so I'd probably say closer to that 2.5 range.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
It's just
If it's done by me, it's 5 because I'm slow, but
these things are and portraits too. They're always the kinds of things that you're looking at them like, oh, that's gonna be 5 hours, and
Yeah.
then it's like, oh no, there's no lines really. So
yeah, that's the big thing.
yeah,
It's like if you can incorporate good negative space, man, you can.
yeah,
rip
you're
through
just
that.
playing with negative space.
Yeah.
right.
Makes it
So-
less tedious. You have
That's
to
a nice
fill in
rose
less.
for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And then let's talk about approaching it a little differently.
yeah, that's including the back. I kind of love it and I kind of hate it.
I agree.
Like it's polarizing, this one.
Yep.
Yeah, the blacks are nice and hard. Obviously, there's lots of nice negative space here. I just think that if you're gonna do this, just keep going down the legs too.
They may,
All right.
but I mean, this is what I you know what I mean? Like this kind of like, oh, the butt is the ending point.
Yeah. I
And-
just unless you wrap it around a bit, I feel like it just looks like too
little
flat,
limiting.
like a cape almost.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see
I
it.
think if you brought it around to the front, just drape onto the hips a little bit.
Yeah.
I think that would make it look more rounded out.
Yeah.
Personally.
Well, I mean, you know me. I like full body coverage, but
Yeah.
you know, it is what it is. I guess some people just don't want to venture down.
She's avoided some of the worst parts, which is clever. That
Oh, so-
deep crack.
Yeah, the crack.
Yeah, like I was explaining earlier.
Yeah.
That's where it gets really, really painful.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think if you wanted to, it looks like she's sitting for this photo.
Yeah.
So she's really drawing attention to the parts that aren't tattooed by
Yeah.
sitting here. But she's standing. her cheeks probably close up, and you probably can't even see that divide so bad.
Well planned.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then last but not least, we get into some crazy black work.
Yeah, this is more my thing. I like this.
Yeah, I knew. I figured you would.
A lot better for me. There is some negative space, but it's done. See, they've used their negative space in a way that makes sense for the design, but also makes sense for the body.
Right.
Because those areas aren't as easy to shade as some of the lower and higher areas, right? The stretchier areas are conveniently lighter than the easier areas.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I see anyway. I see this from a plan of let's make a design that flows really well, that also works technically well, right? That will hold up better, because the solid black is going to be harder to get on the ass cheek than it is on the back of the leg or the upper back.
Yeah.
Right. And same with this rib too. You can see there's a little bit more negative space near the ribs too than there is, say, up near the shoulder blade. It's a really intelligent approach to this whole suit.
Yeah. It's a high caliber suit.
Yeah, and I can tell just from like how I've had to touch things up, kind of where is going to need more love than other places. So this could be done purposely to make sure that it ages really well and doesn't need as much love.
Yeah.
But
very clever.
Yeah, I really like how it ends at the head too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's cool. Because you could easily keep going with the head, put something in there still if you wanted to. But this looks like they got together and planned this whole thing from day one.
Yeah, I believe the concept that they said was Japanese sand garden.
Really? I got to see it.
That was the inspiration kind of thing.
Well, it looks awesome.
Yeah, so cool, hey?
Yeah. This has got to be my favorite one today.
I kind of figured. Snuck it in there.
For sure.
And as per usual, feel free to send your tattoos to the link below.
Please do.
We're going to mock you repeatedly.
Yes.
Or
more bad ones.
Yeah, please, more bad ones.
I got some good bad ones, though.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, I think so anyway.
Keep them coming.
Yeah.